Let's read source 7 for the Colonial Women investigation. It's titled Remember the Ladies by Abigail Adams. But first, let's look at the central question to remind ourselves of the purpose for reading this source. Was there a common experience for women in colonial North America? I'm going to read the attribution and then the headnote. That's where you learn what type of source this is, who wrote it, who it was written to, when it was written, and why it was written. Attribution. Adapted text from a letter from Abigail Adams to John Adams, written March 31, 1776. Available online here. If we click here, we can find this letter online. Headnote. Abigail Adams, 1744 to 1818, wrote this letter to her husband John Adams in March 1776. She wrote it only a few months before he signed the Declaration of Independence. Abigail Adams was well educated and wrote to her husband often to offer support, political ideas, and advice. She believed that women should have more legal rights, including the right to divorce and own property. I'm going to pause here. Take a moment to respond to these questions about the headnote and attribution in your packet. So, pause and come back when you're ready. Okay, let's read the source. Let's read this letter from Abigail Adams to John Adams. Abigail Adams to John Adams. Braintree, March 31, 1776. I would like to hear that you have declared independence, and in the new laws you will make, I wish you would remember the ladies, and be more generous and favorable to them than your ancestors. Do not put unlimited power into the hands of the husbands. Remember, all men would be tyrants, which means bullies, if they could. If care and attention is not paid to the ladies, we will start a rebellion and will not obey any laws in which we have no voice or representation. No one can deny that your sex, which means men, are naturally tyrannical, which means oppressive. Men of sense have always hated those customs which treat us as the lower rank of your sex. Treat us then as beings placed by fate under your protection and follow the Supreme Being by making use of that power only for our happiness. Okay, go back and read the source yourself. And pause after each sentence to think about what parts of the source tell you what the author or people in the text think, want, or experience.